revolution taking place in the recent years, the changing world needs high-quality finance professionals more than ever. ACCA has introduced new innovations to our qualification. ACCA Qualification the Future. One of the major changes is the new Ethics and Professional Skills module, which is newly launched globally just last month in October. We are highly confident about the impact of these key innovations, as they are not only the core elements of attaining ACCA qualification, but also the essential skills to succeed in business world.
In the age of the startup and enterprise, finance professionals have a particularly important role. While we need to ensure an ethics begin with me approach is embedded, ethics must also be seen as a whole business concern. It is you who can help business rebuild trust. It is you who can help to instill the right mindset and culture to drive the business forward, ethically and sustainably. Ethics is everyone's responsibility. So let us be courageous and do what needs to be done, the right thing.
So in the report, when we talk about platform-based business, we look at two of the ethical principles that are most at risk, and these are integrity and objectivity. And in the survey, 2 out of 10 respondents report that they have been exposed to ethical challenge. So this is something that is pervasive in our day-to-day professional life. And we need to be ready, we need to be prepared, we need to know what to do when it happens. And in order to know what's the right thing to do in all this changing environment, you need to have very robust ethical code to make sure that will guide you in doing the right thing.
That's why for technology, that actually help our operation. We actually have a fully automated POS system. When we say POS, point of sales. Just with one button, you will just upload to our server, and nothing will be, saved at that, the device. So even, our customer service staff, our salespeople, they cannot access those information, without, authority. So, this is the way, how we try to use technology, to improve the data security.
All the app developers are complying to up to a certain standard in terms of data privacy. There are some standards that we need to comply in the market, and according to the personal data privacy. In the industry, actually, we have 6 guidelines. I don't need to mention all of them, but the principle is like you need to define upfront, telling the user the purpose while you're collecting, and duration of the usage, and deletion of the data after using it.
The finance function, there are quite a lot of disruptive technologies in terms of, cloud-based solutions, apps, a lot of different, solutions that I've been presented with from a number of different Big 4 firms that are obviously trying to institutionalize a lot of these ideas. I think some of those obviously would work, and some of those will augment with what we have. But it's obviously, you got to choose what you deploy in organizations, particularly, I guess when you're talking about regulated businesses. We're also very, very careful about, what we bring in.
Try not to think with a company, from the company point of view, but through the customer's point of view. And what we find out is a lot of them are also realizing that the market and the customers are changing. We have the chance here in Hong Kong, in Greater China, to see some customers, for example, in wealth management, which would be maybe more traditional in Hong Kong, with third-generation wealth in very big families, for example, and we've got much younger wealth coming from mainland China, for example, and where they really want a digital experience. So you have to find the right balance, but I think most probably the answer is in the hand of your customers.
Earlier on, we talked about KYC, know your customers. I think for this kind of ethical behavior, this kind of issues, we can twist a little bit, know your staff. Actually, what they know, what they don't know, especially when we are talking about digital transformation, digitization, AI, robot. I believe actually many of the staff, actually, even senior staff, actually, they have not caught up with the technology that we are facing nowadays. Know your staff, what they know, what they don't know. I think that is the most important thing.
I think for us as leaders moving into the
increasingly more digital age, the focus on humanistic skills is going to become even more important. So by that I mean, the ability to build rapport with your team, the ability to show empathy, the ability to grow your team and to teach them how to deal with certain situations. So I think we have a responsibility as leaders to really focus on that and to ensure that no matter how much automation may take the work or may change the nature of work, that we're really focusing on those humanistic capabilities and helping take away those ethical dilemmas from our staff.
Like the highest level of professionalism, the best of friendships are cultivated in ACCA. So it's everlasting. But at the same time, I think it should be ever-changing. Because it should be ever-changing with times, so that whether we are our professionalism or, I'm going to make some new friends today at lunch, or our friendship, let it continue to be vibrant, to be fresh, to be relevant, to be precious. The community needs us, the businesses needs us.
Technical and ethical quotient, or competency, remain the core of the finance professional skill sets. That's exactly why we have the redesign in place to ensure ACCA professionals have the broader ethical, commercial, innovative, analyst, and evaluation skill, and continue to be the most valued and sought after talents across the globe in the middle of all the unprecedented changes.